Welcome everybody to the Nerd Table. I'm Mr. MK,
And I'm JV Fett.
where we casually discuss all the fandoms from toys, collectibles, movies, TV, and up on the table today is JV Fett's top 10 Marvel Legends of 2022.
All right, so in no particular order, we have the Scorpion retro card, Vulcan. This is the Mojo.
Yeah, I can't wait to show that one up close.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good detail on him. We got Iron Man, the Morg from the Galactus HasLab, Silk from the 2-pack with Doc Ock. This one is the retro carded Apocalypse, Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, King Thor, and the classic suit Black Panther.
Yeah, I gotta say that Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man is pretty nice. Looks just like the comic Amazing Fantasy. Can't wait to look into that one in a little bit more depth as well. All right, so here we go.
All right, so to start off my top 10 of 2022 is the retro carded Scorpion. The thing I like about this one is that it's based off of the colorway from the animated Spider-Man series. I'm more drawn to that classic look or that animated look of action figures. So this one really nailed it with the bright green and the bendy wire tail. I didn't own the first version of this one where his face was covered up. So I really like this version because you could see his grimacing teeth, and he just has a good character to him. Next up is the classic Black Panther. Like I said, I'm more drawn to the comic accurate classic looks of these characters. So this one just is on the new pinless buck, which just makes this all black figure look seamless and sleek. He's sick. All right, next we have Thor, King Thor. If you didn't read the comic, which this costume is based off of, is really dope. He becomes, let's say, a herald. Yeah, he becomes a herald of Galactus, and he just is pretty badass in that story. The reason I like this is because they integrated this cool gradient color on his cape. Paint looks nice, and there's a texture on this what do you call this, like a skirt, whereas it would have just been some regular plastic on anything. So they definitely put in a lot of detail on this figure. And so we have Vulcan next. This guy's cool, even though he looks pretty simple. He's cool because of the pinless tech that they incorporated on this figure. You can just do really cool flying poses with this guy. His head tilts all the way back, and it just looks really, really cool when you gotta stand. Yeah, hopefully they use this buck on a lot of future figures down the line. Next here we have the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. This one, I was surprised of how cool it was. The costume is great, the black and the red, but the articulation, this swivel, this crunch, he does poses that no other action figure has ever done in the past. So he's definitely on my top, and I've seen he's been on many others' top lists just because of that alone. I'm sure they're going to incorporate some toe articulation, but even without it, this guy is amazing. All right, and next we have this Iron Man. Not even sure which suit this is, but it's based off of his look in the latest comics. I just think this suit is like really clean with the gold and the red. He's got these cool white circular orbs that kind of just break up all that red and yellow that you usually see in Iron Man suits. So dope. Next we have Morg, which was one of the tier unlocks in the Galactus HasLab. This guy's cool just because of just the obscurity of him. Look at how they detailed his weird skin blemishes. It's just got so much texture. And what else can I say? He looks really cool in fighting positions and right next to the Galactus HasLab. Here we go with the next with, what is this? Retro, yeah, thanks. Retro Apocalypse. So this is all pure nostalgia here. He's based off of the animated X-Men show with this colorway with the purple and the blue. They gave him this new switch hand, what do you call this, hand accessory where you switch it off with a missile. And I mean, it looks really cool with it on. And they gave a pretty cool like blast effect to go with it. And I had to get at least one female figure in here. But yeah, no, this Silk figure is dope because the face, they did such a good job on the head sculpt. I mean, she actually looks Asian, so that's a point. This new little web or accessory that they have is they've never done it before, so I really appreciate the uniqueness of the accessories that this figure came with. And plus it comes with this bicep swivel, which we all like in our female figures, and we've been asking for, so I'm glad they're doing that. And then also the pinless tech is also just making the figure look a lot sleeker than ones in the past. And last but not least, we have the Mojo from the box set that came with Dazzler and what's his name, the Longshot. And then if you want to count the fourth figure as that little Wolverine thing that was a statue. So yeah, that was pointless. But the reason why I like this is because of just the detail to the color. So they released this figure as a standalone deluxe, and the paint apps were non-comparable to what they did for the box set. Like, these are all painted in, and these liver spots are visible, and his color is bright yellow, the way he should be from what we've seen in the comics and the show. So yeah, this gotta be the Mojo. If you're gonna get a Mojo, this has gotta be it.
All right, and when I'm bringing Mr. Moon Knight, aka Mr. MK, in theme with JV Fett's top 10 Marvel Legends is the 4 Moon Knight Marvel Legend figures. I can't wait to show you up close what they look like, some great detail. JV Fett, which one would you say is your favorite out of the 4?
It's gonna have to be this one based off of the TV show. It's just got great articulation, and just the detail on this is out of this world.
For me, I gotta go with the classic white, classic MK, Moon Knight. Let's take a closer look. All right, first up for the Marvel Legends Moon Knight, we have the black and white Declan Shalvey inspired Moon Knight. I really like this modern look. I'm still partial to the white, all white. Eyes are they're a little blue, looks kind of cool. The cape, one of these days I'm gonna get some custom made fabric capes so I can kind of pose them a little bit better and make them look a little bit more dynamic. But for the meantime, it's going to stay like that. Up next, we have the MCU inspired outfit Moon Knight. Kind of cool with like the mummy wrappings, the whole summon the suit kind of deal, the crescent darts, a little bit of hieroglyphs here on the legs. Same thing with the plastic cape. Would still like maybe one day to upgrade. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. After that, we have also the MCU inspired Mr. Knight with the batons. You can also see right there some of the hieroglyphics. Looks pretty cool, Mr. Knight suit. My main complaint is you see these shoulder joints. It kind of looks like that magician's trick where they trick the kids to make their arms seem longer than they really are. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Kind of some good detail.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a continuous jacket. It looks like he's wearing a vest.
The vest, yeah, that's exactly it. You nailed it. All right, and then up last is my favorite one, Marvel Legends, all white. Anybody that knows Mr. MK, Mr. Moon Knight, knows that I am definitely biased towards the all-white Silver Avenger Lunar Legionnaire. That is my favorite. Again, if I get any custom capes, this bad boy will be the first one to don it. Got the crescent moons on the belt there. Nice silver crescent moon on the chest. This is my all-time favorite.
Thanks for joining us at the Nerd Table. I'm JV Fett.
I'm Mr. MK.
Drop a comment below. Let us know which one was your favorite.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can join us on a future installment of the Nerd Table, where we ask the question,
what are you bringing to the table?